it gets hard because I've been here for a year. There's been really, really hard days where we're losing
Mm.
11, 12 dogs in one day. And then there's days that, we don't lose that many, or they didn't ute that day. And those days we can celebrate, but for the most part, it's pretty devastating to see the numbers.
From the Mad Dog Studios, That's My Dog podcast, the only podcast designated, designed, and directed to making you and your pooch stars. With your host, Lance Craig, I am Ted Cook. Together, we're going to unleash the zoomies on you right now. A seismic event can create a primary wave that moves faster than the speed of sound. As powerful as these seismic events are, they're no match for the rocks that are in this woman's garden. There's nothing special about the composition of these rocks. However, what is special about these rocks are what they represent. For each dog that is euthanized, she places a rock in their memory. She treats each dog, I should say, she cares for each dog, even after there's no more activity, no more life, no more tails wagging. No matter the amount of tears shed, she continues this pious mission without restraint. Please welcome to That's My Dog, Miss Deanna Lett.
Today we are speaking with Deanna Lett, one of the high-performing members of the Paws Saving Paws initiative. She has a very special story to share with us, so please welcome to That's My Dog, Miss Deanna Lett. Deanna, thank you so much for being here today and being a part of the program. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Well, let's just cut to the chase and see, how did you come about working with the Paws Saving Paws initiative?
So I started TikTok last year around June, and I just started it for fun. So I was showing my pups and just doing a live as I was walking. I met Pity Mom for Life and a friend of ours, this Pity Pack, and a few other people on there, and we became friends. We were doing a Pities After Dark live where it was just a bunch of people and their dogs talking about dogs, everything dogs. So I decided to join and kind of hang out. And after doing that for a while, they invited me to some chats in the back, like personal chats. And that's where I noticed they were doing a lot of rescue. And I was not aware of rescue prior to this. It was very new to me. And I just seen the need to need help doing videos, pushing dogs, or just volunteering to help get these dogs seen. And I thought, well, this is not my community. Like, I can't get involved. So yeah, they asked me if I would like to start doing videos. So I did start doing a few of them. Pity Mom showed me how to do it. And then ever since then, I just dove in head first. Anything I can do that's going to help the dogs, was my goal to accomplish.
Well, and
Sure.
you have some pit bulls yourself, right?
I have one XL American Bully. He's 170 pounds. He just turned 3. And then I have two American Pit Bull Terrier Staffy mixes. One is 13. He's an elder dog. And then the other is 4. She'll be 5 in August. I had her mom too.
Oh, wow.
I had a pack of them, and they all are kind of dwindling down. Unfortunately, I had 3
Mm.
losses, and
Oh.
I love dogs. I don't know if I could do life without them. So.
Well, so I got to see your dogs there for a second. Are they still there? Can we still
Oh yeah,
see?
yeah, 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 of course. Here's my big guy.
He's bigger than you.
That
Yes,
is
he
a big
is.
dog.
He's looking at my daughter right now. This is Taz. And then this, I just put her away because she was, this is Indy. They were fighting over a ball. And then I have an elder dog. His name is Chevy. He's the sweetheart of the bunch. Again, he is deaf. He cannot hear, but he's like hanging out in the
Oh,
chair.
sweet.
So yeah, those are my 3 babies.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
That just heightens the whole experience, you know.
it really does. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was it that shocked you the most about rescuing that you didn't know prior?
Well, the work that the networkers do is very extensive, and you don't realize how much people put into doing simple things like videos on TikTok. It takes a lot of work, and there's a lot of organizing from our team. And I've never been involved with another rescue on TikTok, so I can't really speak for anywhere else. But for our team, I do know that doing the videos and getting people to kind of come in on Sundays and watch, it's a challenge sometimes. We are constantly pushing, we're constantly sharing. It's always like a constant of who can we get new in here? How can we get more eyes?
Mhm.
So I think that is probably one of the toughest things about trying to get the dog seen and making sure that they have enough time to get seen, because they go on those youth lists quite quickly. I mean, we'll post a video Sunday, by Tuesday, Wednesday, they're already on the youth list. So you
That's
literally have no
wild.
time. It is. It's heartbreaking because you get emotionally attached to these dogs, even though you don't get to physically touch them. And it gets hard because I've been here for a year. There's been really hard days where we're losing
Mhm.
11, 12 dogs in one day. And then there's days that, we don't lose that many, or they didn't ute that day. And those days we can celebrate, but for the most part, it's pretty devastating to see the numbers. I mean, it's people do videos, like our team members tributing to the dogs that we have lost. Um, it's just devastating. So my idea of doing the rock garden was kind of like, you can see it in numbers. You will be able to physically see something other than just a name and a number that was, or a photo or a video. Those things kind of come and go, but the rocks are going to be there for a really long time. And once you see the amount that you put down, like, it's insane to think that that was a body at one point.
So tell us more about the rock garden.
So we was on a call with the team one day, and it was a pretty rough day. We lost a lot of dogs, and I just was sitting here and I'm thinking, how can I have my own tribute to these dogs? I felt heartbroken. I didn't know what else to do. I mean, besides make a video on TikTok. And then, I mean, those they're amazing. People, push those, and people comment, and they say their prayers, and bless them for that. But I wanted something personally for myself that I can see, and that's going to remind me every single day why I'm doing rescue. So seeing a rock, I just thought, what was a great way to do a tribute? I did a poster and had a bunch of names on it, all the dogs that passed. My poster quickly filled up, and I was not realizing, like, this is a lot more than I thought. So I thought,
Mhm.
what else could I do? Um, that's when ChatGPT, if you guys know, they came up with a great idea to do the rock garden. And I was like, that's something I think is feasible. I have a space, I have the means to be able to start something. So that's kind of what I landed on. And it's been really cool to try to start something like that. I got some of them placed. I still have a bucket that I have to do. It's a constant, unfortunately, it's a constant writing on names. So every rock has the dog's name and a
Oh, that's
number
sweet.
with the little paw
Mm.
print. And then I will go out and I will seal them with like a seal coat so that when the rain and the storm, it won't take the name off. And so, yeah, that's how I got it started. I have even friends and team members that have been sending like solar lights for the garden. I have a family member of mine making a sign. It's going to be called the One Love Memorial Rock Garden. So it's, Paul Saving Paul's is still kind of wrapped into it, because we have a hashtag. It's One Love. That's what he
Mhm.
says all the time. So that's what
Yeah.
we're kind of going with, the name of One Love Memorial Rock Garden.
We're speaking
So
with Deanna Lett of Paws Saving Paws Initiative. If they want to get in touch with you, Deanna, how can they do that?
So I have my main handle on TikTok is my main page. I don't put a whole lot of rescue on there. For some reason, it just doesn't bloom like I would love it to. But a lot of people know me by that, because when I'm in the lives on Sunday, that is pretty much the account that I'm on, and it's at Deanna's Tiny Dinies. But I have a whole separate page for rescue, which is Deanna's Tiny Dinies Crew. And That's where you'll find all things rescue on there. Most of them is the dogs that I post. I did recently post the video of the rock garden, and there's a few posts on there for just Jared's page in general, so people know where to go to fill out the application and contract type of thing.
Deanna, I'm just
Awesome.
thinking about this rock garden. I think it's just it's such a beautiful idea, and I think it's so important that because when these animals pass, and they're not just we do form an attachment. Even like these animals, these dogs, you've not even met them in person, and you form this attachment, and you get emotionally invested in their story. And when it
It,
doesn't go the way that you want it to go, I mean, that's real grief. It's
oh,
not,
we
it's,
we cry on a regular basis.
yeah,
Is I mean, it's interesting me not not ever doing rescue and now doing it, and then I just do a few videos of dogs, and you connect with those dogs even though you aren't physically touching them. You just connect with them, and then if something like you get really excited if they're adopted, or if
yeah,
something they aren't able to, and worst comes to worst and they are euthanized, like it does break your heart. So it's a constant reminder to keep pushing, because even though we would love to sit in our feelings and stop, whenever you get overwhelmed or you're sad, like to stop. You still have a whole nother pack of dogs that need to be saved. So like
sure.
you can't sit in your feelings for too long, which is, it kind of sucks because in a way you feel almost emotionally detached at a certain point, but it gives you a constant reminder of like you still have dogs to save. You still have that want to need to get out there and make sure that these dogs are being seen on the mass amounts, because it happens so fast. It's hard for you to like
Yeah.
get excited and be sad at the same time.
And that is so hard to be able to hold both of those things at the same time. To be able to be like, oh my God, we just lost this dog that
And then you got to
we've
pick up
never.
and carry on to the next.
Yeah,
Uh, it
yeah.
is very tough. I tell
And
you,
and I don't think that people understand that about people who are in the rescue the space. I mean, I don't feel like I really understood that too.
I don't think it's really said enough for volunteers or networkers. Like, this is an emotional roller coaster, like
Mm,
literally. It's one of the hardest things I think I've ever had to do. There's been times that I'm like one toe in and one toe out, like I don't know if I can do this,
mhm.
but I constantly have to remind myself like there's more dogs out there, there's more like they need help, and there's no, like, we are their voice. If we
Yeah,
don't do it, they're just going to be passing in masses, and it's uncalled for. If you have a voice, use it.
yeah.
What's a shared story that you could illuminate with maybe a positive note, adoption story that they just got out of the kennel, their life has been saved at the last minute? Any of those stories that
I
you
tell you
recall?
what, my favorite freedom ride save story so far, and there it's still going, is Betty Boop. Like I love that dog. She
We all
is
do.
so
Well, yeah,
cute.
we got to meet Betty Boop there for
We
a few
did.
seconds.
I
So
love
yeah.
Betty Boop. I think that Jared's heart was in it for the right reasons that day. There was very tough circumstances. He kind of went out on a limb and grabbed her when we didn't really have a plan, and that's not usually what we do. But something told him to grab her, and I'm so glad that he did, because she is the sweetest girl. She's so sweet, and he's so excited. You can tell when he's around that pup that his eyes light up. Like, it's just a great feeling to see. Like, you don't get to do that with all of them, but you'd
Mm.
have those certain ones that kind of touch you. I do remember him coming to my live one day, and I think Paula talked about it. I was on a live with Paula one day. We were just casually talking about rescue, and he pops in with Rolo for the Freedom Ride, and I was like, I was so excited. My chat was like going nuts. They were so happy to see it. It was just really exciting to be a part of something like that in the moment. It's cool seeing the videos. It's cool, to know that they're safe, but to see it happening in real life, and
Mhm.
it's a different feeling. It's great. It's like, this is what I've been doing this for.
But it just really is beautiful what has been built in a relatively short period of time
Oh yeah.
there. And I think it just speaks to the heart that all of you guys and the heart that I think just like people in it, I think nobody really wants to see dogs suffer. Nobody really wants to
No.
see dogs die. And I think you guys are doing such an amazing job of just putting the call out there saying, hey, this is happening and you can help. You can help in some way. I mean, even if it's not adopting a dog, that you can share a post. You can just say something and
There's
that's
so many
valuable.
ways to help that people don't really quite understand. I mean, even the simplest things as, sharing and reposting. I know you guys have heard this from, Paula and Jared, but that's really vital to us on TikTok. I don't have any other platform, social media platform. Mine is only TikTok, but it is super important for people to be able to be involved in sharing, commenting, reposting, just add into their stories. And at first when I started, I didn't get very many people that wanted to be involved because there is some people that just have that mentality is like, oh, it's too sad. I can't watch this. I can't be involved. Like, and they'll turn away, and which is really sad because ultimately it's the dog's life here at risk. But um, it's hard to push them out on TikTok sometimes because some people just get overwhelmed with how many dogs there is and they don't want to be involved. Like it's easier just to not pay attention, right? Like to
Yeah.
keep doing their own day-to-day things and not paying attention. But when you got people like me and P, we really don't give people the option. We just kind of push it on them. Like, if you're not going to do it here, do this anyways.
Right.
We'll tag them in a video or we'll call them out. Hey, look, we need you to push this video, please. And usually they're pretty good about it. It's just sometimes it feels like pulling teeth whenever you need somebody to kind of share a video out.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I feel like speaking as someone who, myself and Ted, we're trying to build something and grow something here. It does all depend on people watching and sharing and for those of you guys who are listening, please watch all of this and share it with people that you think might like it because that's how we get the word out, and we're really just trying to spread positivity. And we wanna highlight amazing organizations like Paw Saving Paws because they're doing really amazing work. And I think when you're talking about just like the sheer number of
Yeah.
it, it is just not okay that the sheer number of dogs who are in danger of losing their lives are so great that people
Oh yeah.
it's just that people don't can't even fathom it, so they don't even try. It's
I
like,
think
yeah,
if people took their time and actually went on to, I'm not even saying just San Antonio, onto the rescues page, and I'm pretty sure most of them have a list of dogs that just came in or dogs that are on the euthanasia list. If people would just watch that list and see how fast that list goes from like having the song on there one day and then 2 minutes later it's gone. Like, I think people would open their eyes like, holy crap, this is
yeah,
real and it's happening. And it's a sad situation, but it could be turned around by people that just need help. That's all. We have to be their voices.
yeah.
What do you contribute to all these dogs that just are constantly inundating the shelters? Do you think it's a lack of education having your dog spayed or neutered? What do you perceive the issue as?
I think there's a ton of things that is obviously
Yeah.
the issue. I think spay and neutering, backyard breeding is an issue. Financial, hardships seems to kind of be like one of those, or just being simply uneducated on resources, looking for resources or asking for help. A lot of people, they don't really ask for help. They just, for me personally, I had a Rottweiler. He had cancer in his neck. This was before I started doing rescue. I thought that at the time I couldn't afford his medical bills. I thought, well, I'll surrender him to a shelter, and they'll find somebody that's able to take care of him. Like they'll pick up his medical bills. I was very uneducated. Had I I that's not what I did. He ended
Right.
up I ended up having to euthanize him because I wasn't going to allow that. But the what I'm saying is it's it's very hard for people to look away whenever there's something happening. And then I have always told Pete and Jared, I'm like, let these people that are surrendering their dogs come into the shelter and put their dogs in a cage in a shelter. Let them walk them back there. I know it's sad to see, but that's sometimes that's what they need to see, instead of
Mm.
just going into the shelter, handing the dog over and saying, here you go, good luck, hopefully you guys can help them.
That's
Yeah.
sterile. There's no emotion behind that. If they had to
Yeah.
Yeah.
rush the dog back to that cage, that's going to be an electric shock to the system, I would imagine.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
just took my dog in recently to get x-rays on his hips. And when I did, I had to take him to the vet office. They had a little mini kennel in the back of the vet office. It looked just like the cages there at ACS. And I completely went down after that. I started crying and I just knew that he was going to be okay. He was just getting x-rays. But the way it looked, I was like, I could not imagine someone walking their dog back there and just leaving it, because the look in his eyes, he was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I can imagine what those dogs were looking like at the time. It's just insane to me
Yeah.
how quickly that they just go. Like, there's a waiting list actually to get the dogs surrendered, which is
Yeah, that's what Paula was
it's
saying.
insane to me.
That is so wild.
It is.
What's one of the things that you spoke on, Deanna, is that a lot of people just aren't aware of what resources there are. And I'm even finding that, like, locally, because I think a lot of people will take on a pet, take on a cat, a dog, any sort of pet, and don't realize how much work can
Well,
come with being a part of it. But there are actually resources that are available to help. So
well,
I'm
not
wondering,
only that, I think maybe that when they do get these pets, maybe they are able to take care of it. Maybe
sure,
they are aware of it at the time, and then things just life happens, right?
life does
Like it's
happen.
normal.
Yeah,
And instead of looking for like resources that could help, and I think that sometimes it's hard to get resources. Like maybe you do find somebody that's able to help, but they want you to jump through a bunch of hoops to get that
sure.
help.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. Like I would jump through all the hoops that I need to jump through. But just finding the resources. So we just recently started collabing with another creator on TikTok. His handle is at Pet Keepers Project. He's like a resource hub for anybody. His mission is to keep dogs from going into the shelter before anything else, right? So he reached out to well, I reached out to him, and he, had a meeting with us. This is a person that, like, okay, we are having problems with transportation from one state to another state for a dog. And um this person's able to like put out on his social media, hey, we're looking for transportation for here to here, and people are able to like help him. Hey, we got transportation. So like a resource hub like that is super important for us. um Even for our after adopters, so the people that have already adopted the dog, these people can now, reach out to us. Hey, look, we got so and so, and we're having some trouble leash training. We can then send them over to Pet Keepers Project, and he has people that got tips and tricks on how to help. He's got resources of, hey, look, let me help you find somewhere near you that can help you leash train. So just having something like that and at hand's grasp would be probably a very beneficial thing for all adopters,
Hmm.
or even people before they decide to surrender.
Sure. Yeah, just even know that that exists.
Does he write children's books by any chance, Deanna? Is
No, that's Cobra. Cobra came in again. Me and P were on a live one
okay.
day, and he came in and he was just, we were talking rescue again, and he came in and he said, hey, I make children's books about dogs. And I was like, okay. And then I kind of told P, I was like, hey, you should talk to him and see if he can make a book of Paul, with Paul Saving Paul. So
Right.
she did a collab with him, and we are excited to see what
That's
the future
awesome.
holds with that one. So yeah.
That's
I
great.
think we're going to try to have him on too, Lance, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken. I think P's going to try to hook us up with him. And maybe the
Yes,
other gentleman you just mentioned as well,
I
Deanna,
did.
because if he's a resource, we should probably have him on as well.
I did reach out to him. He is excited to reach out to you guys too. He's taking a little time. He's a little nervous, so he is
Well,
going to do it.
we can
well, we're
just
very gentle.
we can just tell them just we're just a couple of chill dudes.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
He's in California as well, so like he's pretty close.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. Well, he's close
yeah.
to me, obviously,
Yeah,
right? Because
Yeah.
yes, yes.
it's a very close-knit community. That's what I think Lance and I really enjoy about this. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion behind all these projects, and we're honored to be a part of this.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
our
It's
team members are absolutely fantastic. Like if we there's a lot of things when you have personalities involved with multiple people, like there's always going to be those little tiffs where you don't really agree, your opinion is not the same. Like it happens. But for our team, we all have one main goal in common is saving dogs. Like we don't care about anything else besides getting these dogs seen and getting them saved. So um, and the amount of work these ladies put into making these videos and keeping these dogs like tracking them from the time they enter the shelter to the time they leave that shelter. I mean, it's hard work. I
yeah.
can't believe that it's able to be like this because when I first started Paw Saving Paws, we didn't have the spreadsheet. We didn't have 15 team members. We had like four of us, and only two of
Wow.
us were doing videos. So like it was a struggle, but the more it goes along, like it's progressing and it's evolving and it's beautiful because we have so many people that are able to like be involved and get more eyes and hear more stories like so it's really awesome. These ladies are amazing. We have I think one gentleman that is on our team, but yeah, they're all pretty awesome.
You have to have a big heart to do this work. You
Yeah,
know, you have to care a lot. And it's that's very, very evident in everyone we've spoken with from Paws Saving Paws. And I think it does help. Like any organization, there's gonna be conflict, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. But
it's
the
just like
what
a workplace, right? Like
totally.
everybody's gonna have a problem.
Yeah, totally. But the what's keeping you guys focused and keeping you guys moving forward is this mission that you guys have
Yeah,
and this passion to see these dogs saved. So
yes.
beautiful. It's beautiful stuff.
We're speaking with Deanna Lett of Paws Saving Paws. Deanna, plug yourself if these guys want to reach out to you.
I'm at Deanna's Tiny Dinies. That is my main page, and then on my backup for rescue is Deanna's Tiny Diny Crew. That's where you'll find me on TikTok. Come
Yeah,
share some posts and add to your story.
do it. So Deanna, if there was one message that you really, really wanted to make sure that you clearly articulated for our listeners today, what would that be?
Get involved. Share, like, repost. Share it to your grandma, your dad, your mom. Share it to everybody because ultimately these dogs' lives are at risk, and the quieter we are, the worse it becomes. So
Mm,
if you can get involved, hey, find your local rescue. Ask them how you can volunteer. If you're on TikTok, find Paw Saving Paws. There's plenty of ways that we can put you to work or get you to help out. Like we would be glad to have you get
that's
involved.
amazing. And it's so much easier than people think.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
there's 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 something that anyone can do. So thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.